Hi, and welcome to this week's Breakfast Banter.
Hi there.
So, what do you want to talk about this week?
We had this conversation off camera, and I came up with a great idea, so I thought, and then you interpreted it entirely differently. So that's kind of his brain, her brain, if you can relate. So we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
On my walk run this morning, I was really thinking about how so many of our clients, and us included, have this, the way our beautiful brain works is we are creative and we come up with ideas that we want to try in our business, and often even ideas that we want to do things around the house or something like that. So it's just this creative idea. And what I felt really called to share today is often what we'll do is we get stuck in not doing it because we think we need to figure out all of the things to make it look perfect. Calling all perfectionists out there, right? So
I'm particularly bad at this, or this describes me, because I would say that, you know, if you judged me from a risk taker perspective, you have you have ideas, you love to run with them. I'm the kind of dip your toe in the water. Is it warm enough? Can we step into it a little slower type of guy? So
right.
Yeah, I totally relate to this.
But this breakfast banter started from what would it look like?
Yeah.
And it's just so fun getting the feedback that we've got of you guys are hearing more about what we do, but even just the way that we met with a gentleman last night, and he's like, you talk to your wife in the morning? Like, that's new. So it inspired him to like, what would that look like?
Yeah.
So anyhow, that was what I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, and I think it's a wonderful topic because for me, my brain processes a little bit differently, and I say, if I take on the idea of being a lifelong learner, like I want to learn, then when new ideas come up from you, I go, oh, I can get curious about them and learn a little bit more, versus what before I'd be like, oh, that's a crazy idea. We could never do that, or why would we even want to think about that? But I just feel there's such an opportunity for me when I switch my brain to becoming a learner and always wanting to learn, that I can get curious and I can start to dive into some of those things. So yeah.
Well, and you know what?
Yeah.
It makes me think of the first time that I'd worked with a life coach years ago. I was a stay-at-home mom. Very dear friend got certified, and I was her like pilot test client, and she challenged me because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and she just kept saying, like, let's just not put it in a box and let's just get creative and just have fun with it.
Yeah.
From there, I found what at that time was the perfect fit. At 3 days a week, going back to the Canadian Cancer Society to do fundraising, and it started a career that I would never have thought possible.
Yeah.
But I was willing to not know all of the hows, not know all the whys, but just lean in and have this niggle. So I just want to encourage anybody that's out there that's kind of just lean into it. And especially if you've got a partner to banter it back and forth. If you've got somebody like Jim that needs the hard facts, just understand that.
Patience.
Understand.
We come around.
Well, and you do.
Yes.
As well as not all of the ideas that I put out there are for right now, but I keep an idea logger, and I just put them in there, and one day, perhaps the timing is right to give it a go.
Yeah, and it makes me think, you showed me a video this week of Jamie Lee Curtis, and of her waking up when she turned 60 and said, you know, the tragedy of my life wouldn't necessarily be my death, but the tragedy would be that I have all these creative ideas and thoughts and I didn't get them out there.
Right.
And with that in mind, we're working on something coming up. So maybe a little sneak peek here. We got a couple of seconds. You want to share a little bit?
Well, here it is. We have this idea, this passion project, and we don't know the how, we don't know what it's going to look like yet, but we do have a date, and it's going to be May 13th.
Yes.
And it is for couples.
Yeah.
And it is for couples that want to connect either more in their business or more together in the relationship as husband and wife.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Stay tuned.
Yes, watch for our couples retreat. It should be coming out very soon. So,
Yeah.
all right. Have a great week, everybody.
All right. Bye for now.